Good morning, it's Rebecca from Rebecca Inc. Today we are going to do another surprise drawing that was kind of fun on Friday. You need a piece of paper, a pencil, a marker, and an eraser to join in. So put me on pause, gather up your supplies, and come right back. All right, we are going to start in about the center of your page with a little bit above the center of your page with a circle. The circle is going to be about this big. So get your whole arm going from your shoulder. Round and round you go until you get a circle. Just like that. You're not going to worry about it being perfect at this point. We are just creating guides, and in the long run we will erase them. So just go round and round. When you use your larger muscles, it makes it easier to get that shape. Just below that shape, we are going to draw another circle, slightly smaller. Have them overlap just a bit, just like that. Very good. In between those circles, we're going to add two more. These are going to be smaller. They're going to fill in this space right here. So plant your wrist and go round and round with your fingers this time. And get those circles going, just like that. All right, inside those circles, we are going to kind of divide off the top half with like a little swoosh line over. One going that way, same thing on the other little side, a little swoosh and a line going over. And below that, some more circles, littler this time. One there. There, you're doing so good. All right, inside those, one more little one and one more little one. Any guesses on what we're drawing? If you have a guess, put it in the comments below. I'm curious to see if you're following. All right, this is an imaginative version as well, so maybe that will make it even harder. All right, now we are going to use the letter S to create some other shapes. We're going to start off to the right hand side. We're going to draw a letter S that's going to be kind of big, and it's going to hook back to this bottom circle we just drew. So draw a letter S just like that. Now, I normally don't do this, so I'm just going to kind of stand up and see. I'm going to rotate my paper. You rotate yours, and we're going to draw some more letter S's. S, and hook in to that bottom circle. Can you guess what we're drawing? All right, rotate again. Another S, letter S, and let that bottom part be long, just like that. Keep going. Another letter S. All right, rotate all the way. And we need a few more. One, two, rotate again, three, and four. All right, I'm going to rotate it back to my starting position and double check my camera. All right, it's still all in view. Can you guess what we're drawing? It's an octopus. All right, so to connect our legs, we are simply going to start out at the ends of our S's and draw mimicking lines. So you can just kind of go nice and slow and follow around your S and hook it in to the S, the end of the S that you did next to it. Same thing on the next one. Start at that end, bring it around, and connect it to that next S. Same thing on the next one. If it connects a little lower, that's fine. All right, keep heading around. My last two connected kind of low. That is fine. If that happens to you too, that works out. All right, connect at the bottom, bring it up. All right, same thing on the next one. Mimicking lines. Try not to sketch. Just kind of trust your arm will know what to do, because it does. Same thing on the next one. On these last few, they've kind of created their own little guides. And then on this last one, we're going to connect it back. So go on the outside this time. Just like that. So we've got our octopus with all of its crazy legs, all made with a form of the letter S. All right, we are ready for our marker. This is a fast one. Switch over to your marker. We're going to start around the top of the head. We're going to go right above this eye. We're going to go around the top part of that circle. If your hand gets uncomfortable, just rotate it again and connect to that eye. Now for the eyes, we're going to go around that circle, kind of a letter C shape, and then same thing on the other side, backward letter C, just like that. Now for that slash that we did to divide that up, we're going to draw that whole slash. Then we're going to add in a couple little eyelashes there. Draw in your slash with your little swoosh, and at the end, add a few swooshes. I like to do a few things in marker because I normally just draw with marker, and I think it's a little liberating to just trust yourself. At the ends of those eyelashes, let's add in a couple little ball shapes. Little dots at the end just to give those eyelashes some flair. Now for this eye part, we're going to draw around the circle that you can see, like the portion that you can see, and then draw around your highlight and fill in the space in between. See your eye come into shape there? Around that circle, around your highlight, and fill in the rest. Very good. Okay, now head it down into the arms or the legs. I don't know what they're called on an octopus. We're going to go around this circle and connect it onto our first S shape. So go around your circle and connect down to your S. If it's easier to just keep going, keep going. Round we go. I did have to pick up my pen a couple times there just because of the length of that, so you may have to do the same. When you get to the end, go ahead and head back. Follow right over the line that you drew. You're just kind of tracing at this point. If you have to stop and start again, do that. Now when you get up here, we're not going all the way up to that circle. We're going to kind of stop just short. Then hop onto that next line. See how they connect there? It kind of ends up making like a V shape. Around our letter S and back. When they connect, that's where you're going to stop. I'm actually going to start there because it feels better on my wrist. So if you want to do the same, you do the same. Connect them. All right, moving over and around. See how mine didn't match up exactly to what I sketched there? That's okay, because if you look at it, it's a cool shape. So if you go off course just a little bit, so be it. It's okay. No one knows exactly what you were drawing. Only you know. So if it veers off course, don't sweat it. Don't get upset. Roll with it and make it something new. Okay, on to the next one. I'm going to start it right where my V was and come down and around. Just like that. And then I'm going to go all the way up and come down and around. Now when I'm looking at it, I would like a little bit of a divider there. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the top part of that line. Just kind of move that back up toward the body. All right, on to that next leg. We're going to start on the side, go around our S to the point, and head back up toward the body. We don't need to go quite all the way up. We'll get to right about there. Now we're going to do a little hook, connect it over to that other one. Like a little arc there. All right, we've got our arc down and around and back up. we go. Follow this one all the way up to the body, and then connect it over to the next one. Down and around we go. Follow this one all the way back up and stop. And when we get up here, let's do from the eye, we're going to hop on a tiny bit of that circle and then on to that last leg. And around we go. Very good. So you have an octopus. Let's add in a fun few little details, just for fun. Since our octopus is kind of an imaginary looking octopus, let's add in just a few little lines and dots to give it just some fun. So around the top part here, we're going to add in like a little swirl and then like a little mimicking line that goes around the edge there. And then just add in a few more. Same thing on the other side, we're going to add in a little mimicking line here and a smaller one there. And then same thing down here. Just a little one along that edge and a little one along this edge. Now we need a few of those on our octopus legs. So just every so once in a while, add in a couple little mimicking lines. Now these lines are going to be a little shaky, so let your arm be a little bit shaky. I'm doing one kind of up toward the top with maybe a smaller one about halfway down, and then one around that curl, just like that. You do the same, it'll just add a little depth to our guy. And sometimes I'm doing them on the left side of the arm, and sometimes I'm doing them on the right side of the arm. So maybe you could vary that as well. Like that. Gets closer there. I'm adding a few there. Just adds a little detail. If you've taken a look at my drawings, you know I enjoy the detail of a drawing. All right, we've got 3 more legs to go, and then we'll be ready for our eraser. Keep it nice and light and short for you on these summer days. So you've just got a little bit of an activity for some downtime. You can go right back to working or playing outside. All right, last little bit. No right or wrong way to do these little lines. And if you wanted to, you could add in a couple little dots as well, just like along the edge of that body. They have a bit of a texture to their skin, but like I said, ours is imaginary, so you know, it's nothing that looks like it actually is, just kind of a cartoony version. I'm adding in a few of those dots around the curves of our octopus here. My business name is Rebecca Ink, and it started from I Draw with Ink, I-N-K, and I had originally drawn, one of my very first drawings was an octopus when I decided I was going to start doing this for a living. And I was trying to come up with names, and one of my sons said, why not ink? Because you draw with ink and octopuses have ink. So if you look on my business card or on my website, you'll see that octopus that became my logo, and that's part of why I became Rebecca Ink. So they're kind of fun to me. So I'm just adding in a few little dots there, and we're ready to erase. So you got some background information, you got a story, and a mystery drawing. It's going to be a good day. All right, so steady your paper with your non-drawing hand, and just go ahead and start erasing. I'm using a white eraser. You can use the back of your pencil eraser. You can use a pink eraser. Just whatever you have on hand. Or you could not erase it at all, and you could color it in with colored pencil if you don't have an eraser handy. Or shade it with the pencil. That could be cool too. So get creative. Make sure you send me your drawings. You can leave them in the comments below if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, you can email them to me at my website, Rebecca Ink, I-N-K, because I like to draw with ink.com. I will let them live in the comments, and I will also put them up on my website under the Interact tab. So if you've sent me something and you want to see it or see what everybody else is drawing, check that out under the Interact tab. And while you're on my website, you can check out my artwork. I've got original drawings on there. I've got prints and coloring pages, all kinds of fun stuff. And you can also see my Instagram where I put my studio work. I'm currently working on a wolf. Lots to erase here with all these S's. All right, we're almost done. Up I go to that last little bit. Brush it off, and look, he is cute. I say he. And then I put flowers in their hair. I like it. All right, thanks for drawing with me. Enjoy your day. I hope it's sunny and happy and bright. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.